examples.
Okay.
And some of the formulas, how to find the limits.
Some of what formulas we have gone through?
No, not formulas, only concepts.
What concept? Aravind is now ipada padikicha tambi.
No, at last class I missed some portion of it.
You're studying it now.
Yes, sir.
Anjali is late to the class. Anjali, you are late to the class. Why? Anjali, you are late to the class. Why? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Why are you late to the class?
Sir, the join live class was not coming from me. How many times I was refreshing, it just came.
Tell me what you just turn on your camera and tell me what are the things you have learned in this class. Can you talk something about it?
Last class we started with limits and derivatives.
Okay. Tell me, we have. I know that we have started with the limits and derivatives only, but we spoke just we have gone through a limits lesson first. Tell me, what do you mean by limits? I know the lesson name, and everyone knows the lesson name which we have started yesterday. Yes. Tell me.
Sir,
You didn't revise.
limit means not exactly the
Are you
same value,
Anjali?
but accurate.
Are you Anjali?
No.
Tell me, Anjali. Anjali is simply laughing. I'm asking her to answer, but she's laughing.
No, sir. Like we just did the basics of what are limits and what are derivatives.
Okay. What are limits? What are derivatives? We didn't go through the derivatives, isn't it? None of you guys are revising the class notes. Arvind, tell me, Arvind. Arvind,
Yes, sir.
tell me what we have learned in this lesson.
Sir, I'll tell till where I have listened, sir.
Talk loudly. Yes.
I'll tell till where I have listened, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
So we have learned definition of limit, and we've learned when in limit f of x is equal to x square minus 1 by x minus 1.
Definition of
Sir.
limits we have learned. Okay. What do you mean by limit?
So limit is like level or
Never give
level,
up.
sir. Level, sir. Level, not never.
What level?
Sir,
లిమిట్
like,
లెవెలా లిమిట్ మీన్స్ సమ్ లిమిట్
yes.
లిమిట్ లో తినాలి లిమిట్ లో చదవాలి
No,
లిమిట్
not.
లో బయట తిరగాలి ఇవన్నీ లిమిటా ఇదేనా లిమిట్ అంటే
No, sir.
మరి ఎన్న
Uh,
You must say, yes.
There's something which is approaching.
Okay, tell me.
So something which is approaching, sir.
Huh?
Something which is
Something which is not good to health, huh?
no, so something which is approaching. Limit.
Something approaching. Enna approaching, Tabbi? I don't understand. Tell me what I just explained in yesterday's class. For existing the limit, what are the conditions must get satisfied?
Sir, for
Existing the limit, what are the conditions must get satisfied?
sir, f of x should be equal to x square minus x by x minus 1
Huh?
at nearby values of x is equal to 1, sir.
Okay.
Then we learned left hand side values and right hand side values, sir.
Hmm.
And
What is
then
the left hand side values, right hand side values? What left hand side, right hand side values?
sir, limits, sir.
Limit.
So like if x at left hand side, if x is equal to, suppose for example, if x is equal to
Hmm.
0.9, sir, then f of x would be equal to
Hmm.
1.9, sir.
Hmm.
Then like that you gave few values, sir, for
Hmm.
left hand side.
I didn't give few values. I just give only one value. On that value, we have just solved. We have taken different values and substituted in the given function. After that, we got different values. So based upon that, we just analyzed how the limit is. Limit, which means approaching but not getting, but not achieving. Approaching but not achieving. That is what happens in the limits. Approaching towards something but not exactly getting that. That's what we have learned, isn't it?
Sir, precise value.
Sorry.
Precise value.
Hmm.
Can limit be called as precise value? I'm asking, sir.
You mean precise value means precise value which is very closer to that particular value.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Huh. Now, see, tell me now, when the limit is not going to be exist, Amrut?
Sir, sir, can you repeat? Sir, can you repeat?
Hmm? Amrut, talk loudly. You can talk loudly.
Sir, can you repeat what you said?
I didn't get you.
Sir, can you repeat?
When the limit is not going to exist, when cannot say that the limit is not exist? When can we say that the limit is not exist? Tell me.
Sir, don't know, sir.
Aditi, tell me what are the things we have learned in yesterday's class. You just tell me, you just summarize what we have learned in this class.
Sir, we learned that limit is an accurate value, but not the same value.
Accurate,
we
same,
learned about
दोनों के accurate value but not same value. What is the difference between accurate and same? Accurate means like exact, right? Accurate, pure value, isn't it? We are not talking about pure value. Approaching towards something, but not.
accurate means like almost close to the value, sir.
Hmm. Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, you asked no, sir. When does the limit?
Now I saw, sir. I'll tell, sir.
I can't tell.
Just now I seen, sir. Just now I got the answer, sir. I'll explain you now, sir. Perfectly, I'll explain. Hmm? Just now I revised it, sir. Now I'll explain it properly. Now you explain. Yes, tell me. I just still giving you a chance. Just tell me.
Sir, limit doesn't exist when A is infinite, sir.
When 2 is,
When A is infinite.
when A is infinite.
Yes, sir.
A is infinite.
Sir, yes, sir. In notes you gave like that to me, sir.
In notes I go. I gave like that, but the meaning of that is different, man. When a left hand limit is approaching, when left hand limit is approaching towards infinite, as well as the right hand limit also approaching towards infinite. Look at this. Let me explain you. Let me share the screen. Look at this. Limits means basically approaching but not exactly getting it, isn't it? Approaching towards it but not getting exactly. So look at this. I was drawing all this stuff. So look at this here. So I just took this example. I mean, this is a given function I took. Look at this. You just, when you look at this example, you might be understanding what exactly does it mean to you. Okay, approaching towards that, but not exactly getting that. Is that clear with everyone? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Look at this now. I just took this. So when I substitute 0.9, 0.9, I was getting 1.9. When I substitute 0.9, I was getting this. 0.999, I was getting this. 0.49, I was getting this. Look at this. I was getting this, but which is very close to, very approximately very close to 2. When I take, these are my left hand side values. If I take my right hand side value, look at this. Right hand side value of 1, which means 1.1 to 1.01, 1.001, 1.0001. If I take all this stuff, so what I'm going to get, look at this, 2.1, 2.01, 2.001, 2.001. So 2.00001 is also almost close to 2 only, right? So here also I'm getting 2. And when I take right hand side values, when I take left hand side values, in the both cases I'm getting 2 only, which means the nearest value of 2. Look at this here, nearest value of 2. Now here also, I just wrote very clearly, guys. I just wrote very in a simple language. You just can go through that. You can just have a look at that. You will be able to understand it clearly. I just go written very. Look at this here. Here also f of x is moving closer to 2, but not exactly. Not exactly. Look at this. So which means when x is approaching from left hand side, f of x is 2. When x is approaching towards right hand side, then also f of x is closer to 2. This is what called as LHL, and this is what called as RHL. LHL means what? Left hand limit. RHL means what? Right hand limit. So if left hand limit is equal to right hand limit, then I could say that my limit will get exist at that particular point. At what point I was taking? At x is equal to 1 I was taking. At this particular point, the limit will be getting exist. Is that clear? Now, so this is a very important, very bullet point, very important point. So to find a limit of a function, we check first LHL and RHL. How to check LHL? How to check LHL? How to check LHL? Pravalika, tell me how to check LHL.
Sir, by taking x is equal to 1.
By taking x is equal to?
Sir, any value.
Any value? Any value? Which value?
Sir, x is equal to 1.
X is equal to what side of value? Left hand side values or right hand side value?
Left hand side.
That you should take. Which side value? Like, Hyderabad side value or Nizamabad side value? Which side value? Karnataka side value? Whose side value? Left hand side value. So if I take a left hand side values of the particular number, that is, so that I'll be getting LHL. And if I take right hand side value, I'll be getting RHL. RHL means what?
Right hand limit.
Right hand limit and left hand limit. Now look at this. If I have both infinite and both, if my LHL and RHL both are infinite and infinite, so am I going to get like my limit is going to be exist? No.
No.
Why? Because it is infinite. What I told you, for existing the limit, it should be equal as well as finite. even though both are finite, if they are not equal, I cannot say that the limit is going to be exist. Is that clear? Both should be equal as well as finite. If both are equal but not finite, then also I cannot say that.
Limit exists.
Look at this here. Here both are infinite. Both are equal but infinite. Okay. So I could say that still the limit is not exist. Look at this here. If I have something like my LHL is 2 and RHL is 3, both are finite only. Look at this here. This is 3, this is 2 here. Both are finite only. Yes or no? But not equal. In this case also my limit is not going to be exist. Look at this here. Both are equal. Both are matching at same point, which is 4. So here it will get exist. Here both are same only, but not finite. Here also it will not get exist. Just revise the class notes. So now what we have learned here, summarization. So both are finite and equal means limit will exist. Both are finite and but not equal, then limit doesn't exist. Both are infinite, both are equal but infinite, still the limit is not exist. Is that clear? So this is what we have learned. We have taken a couple of examples as well. So till this we have learned in last class. So now in this class, ఇప్పుడు ఏం నేర్చుకుందాం చెప్పండి. ఇప్పుడు ఏం నేర్చుకుందాం? ఏముంది సార్?
So the left hand side should be equal to
left hand side should be equal to
like x could be any value.
One second. Now we'll talk about indeterminate form. Now we are going to talk about what? Indeterminate form. What we are going to talk about? Indeterminate form. Indeterminate form. Determinate matlab what do you mean by determinate and indeterminate?
We can like count the value.
Count the value. Find out the value. We can
Determinate.
determine the value. Indeterminate means we cannot determine the value. That is a simple difference. So basically, which we can't find. What is the meaning of this? Which we can't find. Okay. So look at this. What are the indeterminate forms we have in the mathematics? In mathematics, how many indeterminate forms we have? Tell me. Tell me, how many indeterminate forms we have here? Tell me what is 0 by 0? What is infinite by infinite? What is infinite minus infinite? What is infinite? What is infinite into 0? What is it? 0 to the power of 0? What is infinite to the power of 0? What is 1 to the power of infinite?
Sir,
And
infinite by infinite will be 1, right?
I know you will give this kind of answer only. I know you will give this kind of answer only. That is what I wanted to ask.
undefined.
Who is giving the answer? Yes. What is 0 by 0? Tell me. 1 by 1 we'll talk about. What is 0 by 0?
0.
0 by 0 is 0. Okay. Wrong answer. 0 by 0 is not 0 beta. 0 by 0 is indeterminate form.
1.
Not 1. 0 cancel, sir. 0 cancel, sir.
It's supposed to be undefined, right, sir?
0 cancels, sir. 1 only. No. 0 by 0 is 0 only, sir. That is what we have learned in our childhood, sir. But wrong,
No,
sir.
sir.
Undefined, sir.
It is undefined. You cannot determine. 0 by 0 is undetermined, indeterminate form. And infinite by infinite, big number divided by big number. So big
Undefined.
number. Again, indefined. Big number minus big number.
Undefined.
Undefined.
Undefined. What is infinite into 0?
0.
Zero, but wrong. If you write 0, what will happen? If you write 0, you will get 0. Is it clear with everyone? Is it clear with everyone? Everyone turn on your cameras first. No one is listening in the class properly. Arvind ji, tell me, what is infinite into 0? What is?
Infinite into 0 is 0, sir.
0, about how confidence he is, but wrong beta.
How, sir?
Infinite 0, quick. I got a quick answer, but that is wrong. Look at this. If you write 0, you will get this 0 in exam. That is not the case, beta. You cannot write 0. Infinite into 0 is indeterminate form. All right. Infinite into 0 is what? Now what we have learned? Some finite number into 0. Yeah, sir, anything into 0 is 0 only, sir. That is what we have learned. That is what our maths teacher has taught, sir. Now what you are thinking, sir? What you are teaching us, sir? And something into 0 is 0, sir. But you are saying indeterminate form, sir. How, sir? Look at this, sir. But this is we have here infinite number into 0 and finite number into 0. Infinite into 0 is undetermined, indeterminate form. Something finite into 0 is 0 always.
0.
But we have infinite here. Infinite into 0 can't be 0. Is that clear? Infinite into 0 is indeterminate form. Finite value. If I have something here, 1 into 0 is 0. I can say that 1 is finite here. Finite into some finite value into 0, 0. But if I have something big value which is not determined, some infinite into 0, I cannot say as 0. Is it clear with everyone?
Yes,
Is
sir.
it clear with everyone? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now look at this here. What is 0 to the power of 0? Above. Something to the power of 0 is always 1, sir. Something to the power of 0 is always 1, sir. But that is not 1, sir. How, sir? Are Indra Babu anta talakaya noppi undi. Enda asalu idi? Tell me. Infinite into 0 is indeterminate form. For a part na kuda, just you by mistake also you should not say that 0. Infinite into 0 is indeterminate form. Finite value, some finite value into 0 is 0 always. Now look at this. 0 to the power of 0 is what? 0 to the power of 0 is what?
Indeterminate.
Are bhai, some fine 0 to the power of 0 is 0 to the power of this always indeterminate form. Some non-zero, look at this here. Some non-zero number to the power of 0 is always 1, but not 0 to the power of 0 is 1, not equal to 1. Is it clear? All right, you understand my point. Now tell me, sir, again infinite to the power of 0. Amma romba comedy, full comedy. Infinite to the power of 0 is again 0, sir. Why? Because something to the power of 0 again. Again indeterminate form. Again indeterminate form. 1 to the power of infinite is what? Abba, 1 to the power of something is always 1, sir. Abba, Sir is saying everything is in indeterminate form. So last one is also indeterminate form. It must be indeterminate form. Why? Because Sir is telling like everyone is indeterminate form only. Every form is indeterminate form. So everyone till this indeterminate form. So this will be also indeterminate form only. Yeah, let us say no problem. Sir is saying everything is indeterminate form. So this should be indeterminate form. That is a guess. That's what I'm guessing. You should not guess. What is the reason behind saying that there is an indeterminate form? Tell me. What is the reason behind saying that as an indeterminate form?
1 to the power of infinite.
1, sir.
1 to the power of infinite is 1, huh?
No,
We can
sir.
say 1.
No, sir, we can't define it
I am saying
You can't define it. Why? Because 1 to the power of some finite number is always 1, but 1 to the power of some infinite number can't be 1. Clear? So look at it. Let me show you here. 1 to the power of some finite number is equal to always 1. This is correct. 1 to the power of infinite cannot be 1 here. This is wrong. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Try to understand the different scenarios we are talking about. Next. Infinite to the power of 0 is what? Infinite to the power of 0 is what?
Indeterminate.
Hmm? Tell me.
Indeterminate.
Unmute yourself and tell me.
indeterminate.
I'm not getting confidence answer. I'm not getting the answer.
Indeterminate, sir.
Indeterminate. Indeterminate form. Good. Chalo, so these are the, sir, we have learned in trigonometry, sir, we have learned last year 1 by 0 is infinite, sir. This is what we have learned, sir. So this is what we follow, sir. Whenever we get this, only we follow this, sir. Whatever we got, even we got this power of 0, this power of 0, everything is like in infinite to the power of 0 is 1. Infinite minus infinite 0. This is what we follow, sir. If you follow, sir, examiner will follow you and he will give 0, sir. So don't follow like that, sir. So these are the indeterminate forms you have here. Clear? These are the indeterminate forms you have. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So these are the indeterminate forms. Whenever you get this kind of such kind of forms, you always write it. Answer cannot be determined. Clear? Okay. Chalo. Now let us talk about. See, what does it mean actually? 0 by 0, infinite by infinite, infinite by 0. Hey, who's that? अमरूद अरविंद जी पैदल जाने वाला कुल्ला कुल्ला इंद्र है अरे तंबी अरविंद
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
अरे where are you man?
Sir, I'm here on, sir.
The who is shouting behind you? Like you unmute yourself. I'm getting noise.
Okay, I don't notice, sir. I don't know, sir.
पैदल जाने वाला कुल्ला कुल्ला who is shouting like that?
I don't know. Maybe from up, sir. Children are
Okay.
playing.
Okay, no problem. Chalo. Guys, let us talk about a few examples now. See here, as the name suggests, these are indeterminate forms, right? As this name suggests, these are indeterminate forms. Which means what? Which means what? Which means they are undetermined in their present value, in their present forms. This is a present form, right? These are not determined in their present form. It doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. Okay, it will be, it might be, we can't determine right now. In this present situation, we can't right now, which means whenever you are solving like, certain questions related to limit, in this kind of situation, you cannot solve. But, if you talk about beyond the limits, that might be true, that might get true. Okay. So let us solve the questions, you will be able to understand. If I say that limit extends to 0, so 1 minus cos x square is equal to, what is the value of this? What is the value? Look at this here. What do you mean by this? X tends to 0 means in place of x, you must substitute 0. Clear? Tell me. Indeterminate form. What you are getting? 1 minus cos cos x, in place of x, you have to substitute 0. So cos 0 minus 0 square. 1 minus cos 0 is 0. Cos 0 is 1 by 0. So 1 minus 1 is 0. 1 minus 1 is again indeterminate form, sir. Why? Because you told infinite minus infinite is 0 and it indeterminate form. No. So 1 minus 1 is also same looking like both are independent. Hey, no. This is finite number. This is infinite. Okay. 0 by 0. 0 by 0 means indeterminate form. So this is a basic example for indeterminate form. I hope it is clear with everyone. Let us talk about one more example. Look, limit x tends to 0. 1 plus x to the power of 1 by x. One more example. Limit x tends to infinite. X square divided by e power of x. Tell me. Come on.
Sir, it will become as 1 power infinite.
1 power of infinite is what? 1. 1 to the power of something is always 1. Isn't it?
No, sir.
No, this is indeterminate form again. Why? Because 1 to the power of some finite number is always 1. 1 to the power of infinite is not always 1, guys. Clear? 1 to the power of infinite is never 1. 1 to the power of some finite number. It should be some finite number. Is that clear with everyone? Yes. Now look at this. Now what is the next answer? Next example. Make it fast. Make it fast, make it fast, make it fast. Look at this, boys and girls. X to the power of infinite to infinite whole square. Array, how long will you take this? Infinite whole square divided by e to the power of infinite. Infinite whole square is what? Infinite only. E to the power of infinite is what? Infinite only. Infinite is what? 1, sir. Infinite I can cancel, sir. చక్కగా నేను క్యాన్సిల్ చేసుకోవచ్చు, 1 రాసుకోవచ్చు. 1 రాసుకుంటే ఏమవుతుంది తెలుసా? ఏమవుతుంది? ఏమవుతుంది?
They'll give negative marks.
నెగిటివ్ మార్క్స్ ఇస్తారా డైరెక్ట్ గా? You will give 0.
ఒకవేళ
So still this is indeterminate form. Right. Chalo
Sir.
now. Yes, tell me.
Sir, what is that e in this, sir? E power x.
Exponential, that is exponential. Exponential to the power of x. E power of x is called as exponential function. What is this? Exponential function. Exponential. E means you have something called, what is the value of e will be always 2.718 something you will be having a value. E is a constant. Is that clear, Arvind? Amrut. E is a constant
Yes,
over there. So e value will be like pi value. What is the pi value? 3.14 we'll say, right? Like that e value also 2.718 something like that. It
Sir,
will be.
so it's an irrational.
So yes, so something like, you know, again, so 2.7 you take to the power of infinite is what? Infinite only, no? Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So infinite by infinite, again indeterminate form. I just gave you a couple of examples related to indeterminate form. Next, now what are the methods? What are the ways to solve limits questions? What are the ways to solve limits questions? Guys, tomorrow you will not be having test probably. Why? Because we started a new chapter recently, right? Limits. So next week I'll be giving questions limits based upon limits next week. Clear? Look at this. So methods to solve method. You won't be having a test. Is that clear? You will not be having any test tomorrow. Is that clear? Look at this. And I'll give worksheet to you all. Okay, I'll give worksheet. So today I'll post worksheet. So everyone must solve that. Okay. Methods to solve worksheet on what? How many have you done with the sequence and series worksheet? You just still have time, right? So both worksheets you have to do, and both worksheets you have to do both worksheets.
Worksheet of sequence and series, sir.
You did not get a
No, sir.
from Google Classroom, beta. From Google Classroom.
Okay. I'll check that.
Okay, every day you have to check it out. All right. So first, what are the methods? First method is what? Direct substitution. See, in direct substitution means if a limit extends to some value, then you have to straight away substitute that value in that particular function. That is the direct substitution method. In this, for suppose, look at this here. After substitution of that x value, if you are getting some finite answer, then that is going to be your final answer. If you are getting some finite answer, that is going to be your final answer. If you get some different indeterminate form, something like this, indeterminate form, then you have to go for couple of methods. They are factorization, factorization, rationalization, trigonometry limits. So you have basically three forms. What are they? So look at it. Let us solve the questions. See, let us solve the questions. You will be able to understand. Let me come back again after giving an example. Basically, direct substitution में क्या होता है? In direct substitution, what will happen is you write here in direct substitution. In direct substitution, you write or else you simply write direct substitution. Direct substitution is used when limit is not in indeterminate form. డైరెక్ట్ సబ్స్టిట్యూషన్ ఎప్పుడు యూజ్ చేస్తాం? ఒకవేళ లిమిట్ అనేది ఇండిటర్మినేట్ ఫామ్ లో లేకపోతే. ఓకేనా? as the name suggests, we simply put the value of the variable. So let us talk about examples now. Let me tell you examples for direct substitution. For suppose if I have limit extends to 1, what is the value of this one? X square plus 1, which means how can I do this? Look at this. Limit x tends to 1 square plus 1, not limit extends to. Again, you should not write limit extends to 1. One second. Simply write 1 square plus 1. 1 square plus 1 gives me 2. 2 is my answer. See here, I'm getting finite answer, right? I'm getting finite answer. 2 is a finite. So this is my final answer now. Now look at this. Excuse me. So if I limit x tends to some pi by 2, sin x is equal to what? Tell me what is the answer of this? What is the answer? Hello? Huh? What is the answer?
1, sir.
1. Why 1? Sin 90 is what? Pi by 2 means what? 90 only, no?
Yes.
Pi by 2 is 90. So sin 90 is what? 1. Is there any doubt? Anjali ji, Arvind ji, Amrut ji, Pravalika ji?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So I got your finite number. So this is my final answer. Look at this now. Here, what I told you in direct substitution, if I'm getting finite answer, that is my final answer. If I get indeterminate form, what I must do? Let me tell you now. We'll solve one more question based upon direct substitution. So limit x tends to 1, x square plus 4x plus 3 divided by x square plus 5. Make it fast. Tell me the answer quickly.
Seven by 6.
Where I got 4 by 3.
What is the answer?
4 by 3.
4 by 3 is the right answer. Very simple. Look at it now. Sir, direct substitution means whatever the variable value we have, if I substitute in the given function, after simplifying it, whatever the value I get, that is my final answer is going to be. If I get indeterminate form, then what I must do? Indeterminate form means what? Like this. If I get any like 0 by 0, infinite by infinite, infinite minus infinite, infinite into 0, 0 to the power of 0, infinite to the power of 0, 1 to the power of infinite. If I get anything something like this, then what I must do? I must apply these three methods. What are they? Factorization, rationalization, trigonometry limits. So let us talk about one by one, right? So let us talk about first factorization method. Factorization method. First of all, let me say x is equal to 2. Limit x tends to 2. X cube minus 8 divided by x minus 2. First, you substitute the value. First, always you must substitute the variable value. What is the variable value given here? X tending towards 2. So I must substitute the value of 2 in the given function. Let us check what you are getting. Tell me, come on. Done.
0 by 0.
Sir, indeterminate.
So 0 by 0 I am getting. 0 by 0 means what? Indeterminate form.
Indeterminate form.
Sir, indeterminate form, then what I must do? For solving answer, what I must do? So this is, now I cannot write answer as 0 by 0 is not my final answer. I cannot write like that. That is not your complete answer. What I must do? I should factorize this. How I should do? I should factorize this. So what is the fact? How can I factorize this? Look at this. By factorization method. So limit x tends to 2. What are the factors of numerator? So a cube minus b cube. Can I write x cube? 8 can be written as 2 cube divided by x minus 2. Can I write like that? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Limit x tends to 2. So a cube minus b cube formula is what? A minus b into a square plus ab plus b divided by x minus 2 as it is I'm writing. Any doubts here? I am writing a minus a cube minus b cube formula. So here I can cancel x minus 2 I can cancel. After doing this, sir, I'll substitute x value here too. I'll substitute the value of x again to here. So again, if you substitute the value of x here, again you will get 0 by 0 only. You should not do that. If you have a chance of, if you have anywhere a chance like cancelling something like this, you can cancel out straight away. Is that clear? Are you listening to the class?
Yes,
I have chance of cancelling here. Now after cancellation, if I substitute, so 2 square plus 2 into 2 plus 2. So 4 plus 4 plus 2, which gives me 10 is my final answer. Is that clear now? Is that clear?
yes, sir.
Next, here. So a square minus b square we done wrongly. A square minus b square means here 4 will come. Betas a square plus ab plus b square means b square means 2 square, right? 4 plus 4 plus 4 here 12. Is that clear? 12 is the answer. Hello, what is the formula? A minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. A minus b means x minus 2. A square means x square plus ab means plus 2x plus b square means 4. Is that clear with everyone? Yes or no? Yes. Next. So this is what now? What is this? Algebra. Sorry. This is a factorization method. This is how you should factorize. Okay. Now you understand, right? First, for any kind of question which is related to limit, you must substitute the value of given variable first in the given variable function. After substitution, if you are getting a finite answer, look at this. You understand my point? Here, I did not get a finite answer. So I have gone for the factorization method. Why? Because I have a chance to factorize the numerator, then apply the limit. Then substitute the value so that I got the answer clearly. Now in the above questions, look at this here. Here what I have done, ఇక్కడ ఏం చేశాను చూడండి, ఇక్కడ straight away the ఇచ్చిన variable value ని ఇచ్చిన function లో given function I substituted the given function. So after substitution I got a finite value. Look at this. Isn't it a finite value? Yes, it is a finite value. After getting a finite value, I just concluded that, oh, 2 is my final answer. All right, here I'm not getting any indeterminate form here. I got a finite value. Is that clear? So here I am getting a indeterminate form. If I get indeterminate form, I can use any one of the method. Look at this, any one method. You can use a factorization or rationalization or trigonometry limits. You can use any one of these methods, but depend as per the question demands. Now, can we apply here rationalization? How can you apply rationalization? We have a factorization, right? Common sense. See here, by looking at the question, what method you can apply? Either factorization or rationalization or trigonometry limits. Trigonometry limits means trigonometry limits is possible for only trigonometry functions. We don't have any trigonometry functions like cos, sine. We don't have anything here, right? We have simply numbers and variables. We have simply expressions. You cannot apply trigonometry limits here. You can simply apply either rationalization or factorization. So I cannot apply rationalization as well when I have factorization here. I can do factorization. I can find the factors of numerator. After finding the factors of numerator, I simply go for the answer clearly. Is that clear? Any doubts? Everyone? Next. Now let us talk about algebra of limits. Algebra of limits. What is algebra of limits? What do you mean by algebra? Algebra means like addition, subtraction, like that. Let us see that first. If limit x tends to a, f of x is equal to L, and limit x tends to a, some g of x function is equal to m. If I have something like this, okay, ఏంటి అంటే limit x tends to a, f of x function value ఏమి ఇచ్చాడు, L అని ఇచ్చాడు. లిమిట్ x tends to a, g of x function ఏమి ఇచ్చాడు, m అని ఇచ్చాడు. సో నేను ఇప్పుడు కొన్ని ఫండమెంటల్ థింగ్స్ చెప్తాను. ఐ విల్ బి టెలింగ్ యూ కపుల్ ఆఫ్ things which is related to the limits. Look at this here. So limit x tends to a, if I add f of x plus g of x together, what can I write here? This can be written as limit x tends to a, f of x plus limit extends to a g of x. All right. So this will be limit will be applicable for this one and this one individually. So now look at this here. Limit extends to f of x is what here? L plus limit extends to a g of x is what here? M. So L plus M. Is that clear? Limit extends to g of x is f of x is L, g of x is M here. Is that clear? Is that clear with everyone? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So I can just do here minus as well, right? Plus or minus. So I can keep simply plus or minus here. Same thing follows with a minus as well. Same thing follows with a minus as well. Is that clear? Yes or no?
Sir.
Sir.
Now, if I talk about yes, this is valid. This is this kind of this is a formula. This formula is valid when f of x and g of x. This is valid only the given limit is finite. If it is not finite, then it is not going to be possible. Then limit extends to a f of g of x. What is this? This can be written as what? Limit extends to a f of x into limit extends to a g of x. Limit extends to f of x is what given? L into M. So answer is what? LM. All right, LM. Clear? So value I just took, if limit extends to f of x is L and g of x is equal to M, then what will happen? Product of these two functions will be LM. So addition of these two functions will be L plus M. Subtraction will be L minus M. Product will be what? L minus M. So L into M. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Now next. So if I have limit extends to a f by g of x, what can I do this one? Limit extends to a f of x divided by limit extends to a g of x. You should apply this limit for numerator as well as denominator both, like this. Limit extends to f of x divided by, this is a formula. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
What is the answer? F of limit extends to f of x is what given? L. What is the value of this? M. So L by M is the answer. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Now we'll solve one question and we'll wind up the class. So if I have limit extends to infinite, something like this. So I have square root of x square plus 1 minus x. Tell me what can I do here? First, what I have to do? I have to substitute in the given, I have to substitute the variable. So what can I do here? Infinite square plus 1 minus infinite. So infinite square plus 1, infinite only. Infinite minus infinite is what? 0. Isn't it? Infinite minus infinite is 0 only, no? Yes or no?
No, sir. Indeterminate.
Indeterminate form. Very good. If you write 0, you will become 0. If you write 0, you will become 0. If you want to become hero, then you have to write not 0. Clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now what I have to do here? Now what method I should apply? We have three methods, right? So indeterminate form. So if we have indeterminate form, what method I should apply? I should apply either rationalization or factorization or trigonometry method, trigonometry limits. I need not to apply trigonometry limits here. Why? Because I don't have any trigonometry function here. I can apply either rationalization or factorization. Factorization also not possible. Can I do rationalization here? Rationalization. How can I do rationalization? Hello. Limit extends to infinite. Square root of x square plus 1 minus x divided by square root of x square plus 1 plus x into square root of x square plus 1 plus x. I'm just dividing, multiplying, dividing with positive sign here. Why? Because that is what rationalization, isn't it? Do you know, guys, how to rationalize a function? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now what can I do here? What can I write here? Limit extends to infinite. A plus b to a minus b. What is the formula? A square minus b square divided by Look at this now. Now this will get cancelled. So limit extends to infinite. So x square plus 1 minus x square divided by square root of x plus 1 plus x. So now look at this here. X plus x square minus x square will get cancelled. What I remain with now? So 1 by limit extends to infinite 1 x plus 1 plus x. So look at this here, 1 by infinite plus 1 divide plus infinite. So 1 by infinite. 1 by infinite is what? Tell me. 1 by infinite is what? Hello. 1 by infinite means what? Tell me guys, what is 1 by infinite value? What is the answer of this? Hello. I'm asking you, what is 1 by infinite?
Infinite.
Infinite. Hello. 1 by infinite means
Sir, 1.
not 1. How can it be 1? Apply the logic beta. 1 by infinite is what? Indeterminate form or determinate form?
Indeterminate.
Oh, indeterminate, not indeterminate. I know you will give indeterminate only. I know you will tell indeterminate form only, but it's a determinate form. I know you will. Yes, I know you all will tell the indeterminate form only. I know that. But 1 by infinite, something looking like magic, gimmick. So it will be infinite. It will be indeterminate form. No, that is not indeterminate form. Look at this here. 1. I'm dividing 1 with a big number. If I divide 1 with a big number, what I'll getting? I'll be getting 0.000 something. Isn't it? Yes or no? Yes or no? Look at this beta. If I divide 1 by 12, 12 is a big number than 1. 12 is greater than 1, isn't it? So if I divide, so what I'm getting? 0 point something I'll be getting, isn't it? That's what. If I divide 1 divided by big number, which is what? 0 is the answer. Clear? So 1 by infinite will be always 0. Clear? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So now let's retire now. We'll meet in the next session. Until then, goodbye. Have fun. But learn the concepts, revise the class notes and come to the class. After coming to the class, notes pages tipparankondi. Teriyuma? Aditi, Arvind, Amrud, Pravalika ji.
But sir, I did not even open the book.
Abbo. I'm just telling you. You might haven't opened, but I'm just telling you. Amrut, turn on your camera once.
So my tablet is on low on battery, sir, so I'm charging now. So there's no support to set my camera.
Okay, children. Thank you.